This is a Full Circle Podcast Show production. Crime.
Let's get it together.
Education.
Let's get it together.
Marriage.
Let's get it together.
Politics.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Poverty.
Let's get it together.
Race.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Full Circle Podcast Show, episode number 66.
Lord, 66.
66. I am Darryl E. McCullough, the same poet, and as always, I'm joined by the songstress, Carmen L. Miller.
I have missed you, guys.
I missed you. And I won't tell you how much as soon as I finish the introduction. I'm going to tell you.
See.
It's deep.
Oh, no, well, okay.
Hello. Erica, the fitness guru, is here.
Erica?
Oh, can I say something? I mean, I don't want to make the show run over, but hey,
Wow.
We got the whole crew
we're
in
not
the
on
house.
time restraints here. We have fun.
We finally
Okay.
got the
We have
whole crew
fun.
back in the house.
y'all.
I feel like we've been like Celie and Nettie. You and
I
us
know.
now.
That means
Hi, Carmen.
I missed it.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
That means I missed
that's
it.
correct.
Wow.
Yes.
No, but it's glad to have you ladies back. I mean, you left me here all naked and alone on the last couple shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should
Glad there's no
probably
more-
be alone when you're.
Glad Eric's not taking video anymore.
You know what? You ladies miss my lips.
I'm gonna need you to rephrase that, sir.
Oh no.
I need you to rephrase
Visual
that.
just stunned me.
I had
Yeah.
an allergic reaction.
Like
Oh.
when
to
the taser,
some wine,
police taser.
and my lips were huge.
Wait, what was it?
Huge.
What was it? What kind of wine was
Huger
it?
than they are now.
You know what? You're
You know what?
gonna have a huge lip at the General Hospital.
You see what happens when we're all together?
I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. Did you burst your minor?
Wait, what?
And if it's wrong, then Carmen,
That's from Dollar General.
You
You only
burst
get
your
that
minor.
at Dollar General in the box by the Cheetos.
it's German wine.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's real.
I know
This
exactly
is not
what
a
you're
made up.
saying.
Carmen, I've been
stop.
drinking that wine for.
you said you knew Kate
I drank it.
things. That
What?
German.
What are you giving me the pause tongue for?
That's not.
How you pronounce it? Say it.
Is this why we don't know it,
worry about
Cameron?
it. Don't worry about it.
What
It's
is
okay.
it?
It's okay.
So you just gonna
Say
let
it
me go
again.
around?
Say that again.
Did you burst your minor?
Okay.
Is
yeah.
that it?
And you
I-
went to public
we'll
school,
come
right,
back to that.
Carmen? And you went to public
Yeah,
school.
we'll-
right?
means
we'll
it's-
come back to
that.
that.
means it's bad. You're gonna. I mispronounced another word, but that's later on in the show. I think you'll get a laugh out of that. Yeah, but whatever it is, the German wine. I'm allergic to it, and it was terrible.
When did you become allergic to it? That's not sweet.
I drank the wine, and a half hour later, I was like, "Why is my face puffy on the right side?"
He looked like Martin
but I'm
fighting
cheap.
Tom and her.
Did you put it on Facebook?
I'm cheap. I drank another glass, and my whole lip. I couldn't believe it.
Is it on Facebook?
No, I'm not that vain. I'm too vain for that, matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
I'm too vain. Now, something else happened. I got a friend of anniversary, if I'm saying that correctly. I can't talk anymore, on Facebook, and it's Carmen again. It's
Wait
always
a minute.
Carmen.
I never get. Okay, so I'm not getting.
Did you share it?
No, I didn't
I'm
share it
not
because I'm
getting
mad.
these notifications.
Carmen, I have 3,000 Facebook friends, and they always pick you for these little special things. And Carmen ain't studying me. She ain't caring about
Do
me.
you poke her?
No, I don't poke her. I can't poke her. She's blocked me from poking.
She ain't even denying it.
See?
I have not blocked you from poking me.
Carmen
On
has
Facebook.
me. She has me on restriction
However,
on
You
a
are
lot
not
of
her friend
stuff.
on Twitter.
No, I'm not.
I am.
That's
Why would you say that?
my
Okay.
Twitter
want you
is
to know that
my
we are
Twitter
friends on
is
Twitter.
restricted.
Yes, it's
my
private.
Twitter is restricted.
Well, okay. But we got an in-studio guest with us today.
Sam is like, what?
You know, we have a returning special in-studio guest,
Yes.
inspirational speaker, a newspaper personality, and host of the Dr. Sam Show. Today's, we have joining us Toledo's own Dr. Sam Millett.
Hey, you made one mistake. He's also now, he is a TV. He's also in TV commercials now. So you
Oh,
also
wow.
say he's a TV star.
Wow.
I am what commercial am I in?
little commercial that you sent me that you were in at the end? You're running over the
Oh,
money.
yeah.
He's so
does
busy,
so much,
he
I
don't even know.
I don't know how many kids he got. He might have more kids now, you know.
No.
Got them James Brown kids. Kids
I'm
coming up
trying
at the
to sell
funeral
off
you don't
the
even know
ones I
about.
got.
Wow.
You know anybody interested? No.
See there.
How you been doing, bruh?
I've been doing pretty good.
You
Pretty
looking
good.
fly as always.
I'm trying
Congratulations
to do it, man.
on the commercial.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I just want you to come in here with some shorts on and some flip flops and a tank top.
Man, people don't even believe this. I don't even own a pair of jeans.
Oh, wow.
And I think I got some shorts I bought in 2011 for one trip to Florida.
Hey,
you
my man
serious?
I am
man
so
Prince.
serious.
They said he don't own a pair of jeans. That's what they said.
And if he did, the booty would have been out.
That's true. This is going to be fun. I've had a rough day, so this is going to be
one more
fun.
thing for me. Can you say it one more time?
What? Which one?
The wine.
Jabursterminer.
No. You don't say the tra, okay? So it's actually just Gewürztraminer. That the tra part is silent.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you're wrong,
I'm looking at the
won't-
enunciation
I won't-
right now.
I want to hear. You got to press it on the thing and hear it.
On the vine.
And if you're wrong, you know what's going to happen.
I'm sitting here on. Just look it up.
That's what I do with my wife. I be
Just
like,
look
if you're
it up
wrong,
on
you know what's going to happen.
Wikipedia. It
Connor's
says
not your wife.
It
Daryl?
says
Just press.
So that
press
threat
it.
means nothing.
colloquially. It does. I'm not on. I'm not.
She's not even flinching.
I'm on
She even
Wikipedia.
flipped her
I'm not
hair
on
like
the thing.
twice on each side, and she did it.
If
But
you
it's
go to that,
seven
if
as
you
well.
go to
Get that correctly.
that dictionary,
I just want you to be okay with that, saying it correctly. And if that's let's go to how to pronounce it on YouTube, and we'll talk about it
So when
next
you're around
next
your
show.
German friends,
Yeah, but you
don't
don't-
make
you
a
can
fool
do
of
it.
yourself.
Okay. So let's get into another fun and exciting show from the perspective of a liberal, conservative, and
And a
independent. state of mind.
Grutzemeyer. And a Grutzemeyer.
Are you settling for a fixer-upper is today's topic. And as always, we're going to have some interesting conversation coming from the crew. So
Dr. Sam.
before we begin, I
interesting.
want to thank everybody. We want to thank everybody for shouting us out, listening, and sharing our episodes with your family and friends. Also for liking our Facebook page and subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out the Roundtable podcast. And we also soon will have more podcast shows on the Full Circle Podcast Network.
God willing.
God willing. And we want to thank Toledo's own Three Kings Clothing. This is an apparel company that supplies quality clothing with a connection to pop culture and current events. Now you can visit them, and we finally have this right for you guys at www. And that's the number 3 Kings with an S, clothings with an S.com. And you can also find them on Facebook at Three Kings Clothing and like their page. And they're also on Twitter. Did you know that?
Hey.
So you can find my boys on Twitter. And again, this is the home of this medium. You will love, I'm telling you, I love my shirts.
I love their
'em.
Instagram too.
Yes. And forgot they're on Instagram. Yes.
Yeah.
And they have some other new stuff, and I'll let Darryl go into that. But I have my 419 shirt, and I love when I go out of town with that. So I just got to give my brother some prop. And I know it's not all written in here, but hey. Okay. So
But that's you though. That's
Let's get back
all
into
of
the
it-
show. So you know what?
all of our shows have been on time lately.
about
but
to do
but I gotta
that.
give
I
my
knew
brother
you
some
was
props
about to
because they're
do
doing
this.
it. They're doing this. So we
not
have
this
more
time.
slots open for sponsors. So if you're interested, okay, you can contact us at the Full Circle Podcast Show at gmail.com.
All right.
sponsors.
So we are ready to get right into the show. What's been going on in the world?
Oh, well, you know what? Before I get into one thing,
1
your-
hour.
Your boy need glasses. I
Who said
forgot
what
to
now?
tell you. Your boy. I got a C- on my eye exam.
You squinching?
So when Erica was reading, I was kind of like, where is she at? Your boy can't see. Anyway,
See, you know what?
anyway, I think it's because I'm doubling up on these Viagra's.
Oh,
That's what happened to my uncle.
nuh-uh, because what had happened was, remember, I think it's that stuff you told us about last time. that
my
we was,
gosh.
we were
L-arginine.
Yeah, that, are you
Shame
doing
the
that?
devil.
I am so
And
glad
tell the
you and
truth.
Carmen are sitting across from each other so I can
All right.
take deep breaths.
He's
Wow.
Look at
been
Jesus.
on some enhancement.
No.
It's,
Herbal
what did you
herbal
say?
enhancement.
It's not. It's just
it
something
cream or
that
the
every
pills?
man that's
Is it the cream
over
or the
40
pills?
should take.
Yes, so you say.
that live by cornfields.
Okay. Wow.
Eric said he don't take them. He in there like, no.
He said, I don't need all that.
Your boy
Eric
gets
said it's
your boy gets
100%
down.
natural.
Okay. Your boy gets down. Okay. Don't let the tucked in shirt fool you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so about last podcast.
Now the
what
last
were you doing?
podcast.
Let's talk about it.
This was, can your relationship survive a habitual flirt? This was a great show, and it was a great show because, hey, you know, my girl came up with the title too. But that was a show that you missed. But if you would have been here, you would have called it the PP episode.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the PP episode. It was a lot of PP talk.
Lord.
Tina Miller was here. We had a great time. Carmen, I got something to tell you.
What'd I do?
I saw you videotape without her permission.
I'm changing the logo. You know your boy.
Lord have mercy.
I'm joking.
Lord have mercy.
Is that aimed at me?
No, because he.
No.
I was like, hold on now.
She know what's up.
I can't.
Oh.
He's. You something else.
Carmen, you
I
should
ain't
see
fooling
that
with
when
you.
we got them banners, and I had to get
not-
another banner.
I'm
and
not fooling
you should have
with you.
seen the man. The man was almost like, dude, you can make your own banner. You know, like, I like your money, but
It's
seriously.
like, how many people do you know?
This is insane. Wow. But listen, that show was great. And I have to ask you, ladies, because you weren't here, I really need your opinion. Just briefly, you know, can your relationship survive a habitual flirt?
Yes, and I think that somebody should flirt at all times.
Hello.
I'm not down for that.
No, I mean, and I'll tell you why.
She the type that when she gets mad at her husband, she makes him put her picture in his profile picture on Facebook.
I do not.
You know what I mean?
I'm not. No.
No, and
Do
I'm,
you
I'm
mean
not
an
gonna lie. I'm
outside
not
flirt
I'm not
or
a-
flirt within the relationship or outside flirt?
outside flirt.
Outside
Oh.
flirting. I don't.
I love it, and I'll tell you why. Because I think that number one, you get free stuff.
well, now you didn't say. Now that's free.
She said
That's
free stuff.
that's
You
flirting
get free stuff.
For that's
Is that
different.
No,
good?
I ain't even
That's
gonna front.
different.
And sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's him. I'm like, hey,
That's different. You
Ellie,
said
come
habitual
on with them
flirters.
extra fries, boy. What you do?
Right, but that's different. Habitual flirting means you can't everything. Hey, girl. Hey, I mean,
No. I mean, but see, my husband flirts in ways that are very innocuous. You know, you
I don't know what that means.
You got love.
So I'm
the
gonna take it as
smile.
offense.
You know
Oh, well,
what
see, I don't think he's flirting. I just think
That kind of thing.
he's a nice person.
He is.
He's a nice person.
But I'm
I
gonna
never
tell
take
you
it
what's
that
bad
way.
about these days that we live in. Being nice is taken as flirtation simply because not enough people are nice anymore.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
comes off
Do you
as
know
a
what I
very
mean?
nice,
And
very,
he is.
but he's mannerable. He doesn't say
what's
it.
the difference
He's not
between
winking.
He's that
nice
guy.
and flirt?
You know
when
what?
you're talking to somebody.
Body language and mannerism. So when her husband says something, it's not like he's all linked
No,
back like,
no, no,
hey.
no.
He's just like, hey, how you doing? You look nice today. I never would take it that way. Now, if you all lean back in your chair like, hey, looking nice today. Elevator.
Just like Carmen today. I'll say like, you go, girl.
Oh, okay. You don't make me uncomfortable. You
No.
don't.
You
Is
don't
that
make
flirting?
married women
You're
uncomfortable.
Is
very
though.
that
nice.
flirting? Or
No.
is that
Very
just being
nice.
I
nice?
was
Kind of-
trying to flirt.
That's not.
What's your sign,
that's-
girl? What?
You look a little sad.
You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
I
would
think
just
if you have to
were being
habitually
nice.
flirt, there's something wrong with you and your self-esteem. There's nothing wrong with me. And that means you are always looking for someone to make you feel better. Because that's what I notice about people.
If
habitual
you're in a
flirting.
relationship with
No.
somebody who can handle that for
No,
their
it's
self-esteem,
not
I
about-
think it's
it's not
okay. But if
about
they
me
can't,
and my
I
self-esteem.
think it can hinder
No,
the
Yeah,
relationship.
no,
yeah.
it's not about me and my self-esteem.
No,
It's
not
about,
you personally.
No, but you don't understand what I'm saying. It's something with that person, and I'm not here to carry you through whatever's going on with you. You need counseling, because if you have to habitually flirt, it's not.
You're
There's
saying
something
you're missing
else.
something.
There's
Your
something
ego's
going on
missing
with you,
something.
and you need other people to
validate
vindicate
it.
or validate.
Yeah.
For you, you've got to always
Did my
have
wife tell you
somebody.
to say that?
No, but I'm saying it's like some people need some people to constantly give them compliments, and other people need to say something to see if they can constantly. If they still
People
got
want
it.
to know if they still got it. Well,
right.
here's the thing. As far as-
Habitual is the word there.
Yeah,
Habitual. A habitual flirter. So when you say habitual, it means you have a habit of doing this without any regard. It means that it is something you do, a habitual drinker, habitual liar. It means it's something that's
you're saying
a flaw
so
in your character.
you're saying no, it cannot survive.
No, because it would be like if you were a liar, a cheater, if you steal. A habitual anything to me is something that would be a deal breaker in a relationship
and
for me.
Carmen says that
I'm cool
yes.
with that. I'm totally
And
cool
I'm
with that.
and I'm cool with
Because
it
I
in
think that
moderation.
some people,
What about you, Dr.
I think
Sam?
some people flirt
Not-
without knowing, unconsciously.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. I mean,
I think it's
habitual is the word here for me. So,
Like,
what do you think, Dr.
I'm a
Sam?
touchy-feely
I'm
person.
not. That's not my thing, and I don't think people unconsciously do that either. I think you know exactly what you're doing when you talk to people. because it depends on who you talk to. Like if a man talks to a woman that's attractive, I don't care how friendly he's coming across. There's some flirting in that because he's attracted to her, or vice versa. Now, and what I mean by that is, matter of fact, it's so funny. I was talking about this the other day when I was trying to explain to a woman, when a man first is attracted to see a woman, he thinks sexually first before he go into I want to get to know her. Meaning the same guy that says, "Girl, what's up?" is the same guy that's saying, "Hey, it's nice to meet you. My name is Sam. How are you today?" They both doing the same thing. They just doing it different ways.
Absolutely. You know why? And I appreciate what you're saying. You know why? Men are seed planters. Okay, we plant seeds and we see what grows, and that is flirting. We're just seeing. You know what I mean? And when that bounty comes in,
some women are that way too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Some women are
they
that
better
way
at
too.
it.
So
and that's the
They are
thing.
better
I mean,
at it.
and that's why I feel like for me, I don't have a issue with that being a part of your personality, or as long as you have enough strength and character not to allow it to go any further than just the superficial flirting.
Right, because you and your husband are in that same lane, so that's why.
And you can handle that.
And I think it's what kind of relationship you're in. So Carmen, and I would just say that Carmen and her husband have that type of relationship. So that's it. Where me and my husband don't. My husband is not a flirter.
you and your husband can't.
You know what, Darryl? Don't make me jump across the at you, ninja.
You see what happened?
That was uncalled for.
You know what?
And I apologize. That was uncalled for.
I'm gonna move out the way. I'm not even gonna do that today.
What I was saying, Darryl, is that we're all speaking from where we are in our relationships, not from points where we're not in relationships. So I would just say that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I would say it would be. Like people say, it's hard for single people to get in relationships. It's very hard for people who have been in relationships, married for a long term, because you're used to this person. Yeah. You've been in a relationship being like this. So if I was with somebody who was flirting all the time,
better than me than
I'd be like,
new.
what is wrong with you?
Ain't nothing better than something new.
You know what? Karen is.
Dr. Pastor Sam, can you please play over this man?
But you know what? Let's get into.
That's what most men think, though. Really, I mean, it's something new. That's a whole
extra hand movements. He was like trying to make it better.
Yep.
No, I was just thinking of something I was listening to.
Plant that seed, bro.
Yeah,
plant that seed. Wow.
No, you are. Don't be trying to corrupt Sam. Okay, do not plant no seed.
But we got to get into my girl segment.
Okay, please clean up this slate, Carmen. Just do something new this time.
Carmen Miller's clean slate. What you got for
Okay,
us?
you know what?
Clean up the seeds, girl.
I actually am going in, since we're going into the season. It's back to school season. I posted something earlier that I hope people take a look at, but I will read it here because it's my today's clean slate. This is for parents of school age kids.
Now she heard the for time, so it's
Okay.
going to be serious.
That's right. Get involved with your kids' educational process. Teachers are not there to give you a break. It's still your responsibility to raise your child. That means instilling integrity and values. That means paying attention to the subjects they struggle with. That means helping them navigate their social maturity. That means listening to what's going on in their classroom. That means supporting their extracurricular activities. It also means spending time at the school, participating in community efforts to enhance their lives. Everybody wants to yell, "It takes a village," but nobody wants to be the village people. Teachers are not there to raise your children. They didn't lay down to make them. You did. So step up. When you know that your child has behavior issues, stop running out to medicate them instead of getting to the heart of what they're dealing with emotionally. Mental problems are real. And yes, some kids do need medical support, but not all of them. Some just need to know that their parents care. So while you're keeping up with the Kardashians and staring at Love and Hip Hop, how about you stare at the math book and proofread that English homework? While you buying Sperry's and PlayStation games, how about you invest that money in an SAT coach or Sylvan Learning Center's tutoring? I'm just saying, there's a lot more to our kids than sitting them in front of TV. Go out and experience life with them, give them experiences. And lastly, stop going up to the school like you're the teacher's enemy. Everybody wants to see your child succeed. Nobody's trying to ruin their lives. So work with the teachers. All this, "you better not say blah, blah, blah to my child," is for the birds. Make sure your child goes to school in the frame of mind ready to learn. That's your job. Clean slate.
I love that.
And the views
now,
here
if
have
your
not been
husband was
expressed by the
here, he
Sylvan
would
Learning
laugh
Center.
at what I'm about to say, but this is very serious.
Yeah.
I was good in school, C minus B, but I also played basketball. Okay, and can I finish before you start laughing?
I'm here with you with that. Okay.
Your boy could get up. Okay, and my parents, my mom, registered nurse, my stepfather, not the one I have current, the one before that. My mom's been married a couple times, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Not my father. Okay.
We have an hour for this show. Just your cousins, auntie, other sisters, cousins, brother, sister. Could you just get on with
they
it?
were always busy. They never came to my games.
Okay.
So I would always look out, and they were never there. And it kind of made me not want to play basketball, which is why I don't play
Bling, 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 bling,
now.
bling.
I would be a much better. Could you just imagine where I would be now if my parents came
You're
to my
very
games?
tall.
Yes, Bruce Banner.
You're very tall.
So I love
And
that.
brown.
I'm very much involved in my children's.
I know, and that's
with the
awesome.
school.
More parents do need to be like.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point. This is how I've told you this before. Some of our shows are very podcasty. This is a very podcasty show because
Are you
we
doing
all
a
get
disclaimer?
What?
Right in the middle of the
So
damn
I'm saying
show. You're gonna do a disclaimer
because of that. It's getting into our time, so we're really going to have to breeze
We'll
through
tighten it.
politics.
Every time we get near
Politics.
politics, I
Okay,
know.
so
We're going to have to really go through politics real quick
let's run it then. Okay. So far,
because I don't have no complaints.
I'm sure you don't. But since we've last talked, Omarosa's book came out,
That's my Republican crush.
and baby girl, she resubmitted her application for a black card, and it's under review. Let's see.
I want one of those.
Also, Paul Manafort was convicted of 8 of the 18 charges that were leveled against him in federal court.
An ostrich jacket. I just want to.
Okay.
Can I get the ostrich jacket? I ain't never seen an ostrich jacket before.
Related to
Yes.
money laundering and campaign finance fraud.
But
all
he
that type
forgot
of stuff.
Nother. He didn't even know he had those offshore accounts.
Well,
in a
see,
whole
that,
nother,
that happened.
He just forgot about all the
I'm
millions
sure-
of dollars in another bank account
I
in
know
another
how that
country.
can happen.
I mean, me too.
Also, Michael Cohen has pled guilty to campaign finance fraud as well as a couple other charges stemming from the payments to Stormy Daniels, which implicates Donald Trump in several felonies. He's cooperating currently with Mueller's team. And right now, let's see, Donald Trump has continued to call this investigation into the Russian interference in our election process a witch hunt. So apparently we have witches. And that's what we have.
In this case, he says what causing this. The Michael Cohen case, he says says his impeachment would cause the economy to crash. Now, not all the tariffs he's put on everything.
No, you know what? I would love. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to test that theory
Would
because
you too?
I don't agree.
You know.
I don't think it'll happen like that.
I don't think he is big as he think he is.
The one thing that has been scary about this situation is how silent the GOP has been.
Yes.
Throughout the last couple of days, as the news has come out about these convictions and about these confessions, the GOP has been uncannily silent.
You know why?
Because they all will be implicated.
And also, we're running out of things to defend. We're running out of excuses.
Well, and that's where I wanted to ask you as a conservative, where do you fall in as these things come out? And a lot of people are giving Robert Mueller grief, but you have to admit he has been stellar in keeping a lid on what he's doing in terms of the investigation. He's not the one out here, making accusations and things like that. Whatever we hear doesn't come from him. What we hear comes either from the Trump camp or from peripheral people who are part of the investigation.
Right.
So you can't indict or try to impugn Mueller's character. What do you guys think about how this is playing out?
Well, I'll sum it up like this. You know how when someone will say, your son is a crackhead, and you're like, no, not my son, not my
But
son.
he's shaking on the corner
and then you don't,
and he
but
stole
you
a
deny
pair of
it.
tennis shoes.
And then you go into the room, and then you find the spoon.
Yeah.
So now you come into the realization that,
Yes, he's a crackhead.
you know what I'm saying,
All of the no. This is what to take your analogy
or crackish.
a little further. So that's like someone telling you your son is a crackhead. You saying no, he's not. You going into the room picking up pieces of crack.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
And then, trying to wrap your mind around why this person is not a crackhead. I don't understand.
And I think the bigger thing here is that we cannot get distracted. That number one, we need people with integrity. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat.
Exactly.
I love what's happening is that we see, and I'm one of the people, I love seeing progressive Democrats that are coming in and even kicking out the Democrats that haven't been doing anything but sitting
Exactly.
there. Because people are like, let's vote blue. And I'll tell you the first thing, it doesn't matter how you vote if you aren't holding the people in there accountable.
Exactly.
So I'm glad to see progressives. And we don't need a bunch of conservative people. We need people with integrity, and
Right.
we need people that want to move this country forward.
I would be more.
Don't get stuck on one issue.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You know what? If you don't like abortion, and I agree, like you're pro-choice and I'm pro-life, we're never going to
I'm
agree on that.
pro-life. Why'd you flip it on me? I'm pro-life.
I'm just
I get
using
what you're saying.
an argument, but that's what I'm saying. But the bigger issue
'Cause you're
here
getting
is
Carmen pissed off.
We both have children. No, we both have children. We both want our children to excel education. We want them to go to college. We want them to be able to move up social and economically. Those issues are what are more important to me than personal issues, and that's where we need to be focused on. And that's what the millennials are.
This is where
Take it to
conservatives.
church then, Darryl.
This
Not
is where
to the
conservatives have
vote box, okay?
have dug in terms of their base. Conservatives are dug in with their base on personal and moral issues.
Absolutely.
And that pulls on people's heartstrings, and that's why you have the evangelicals supporting these openly corrupt people, because their core value issues are what they run on. Unfortunately,
but they're okay with people having guns and walking into schools and killing kids, though. So you don't want abortion, but you have guns.
That right there is they're
in direct conflict. That's why it shouldn't be there. I know we're here. I know, and that's where I'm like, that's why it shouldn't be there.
The thing about it is, this is where conservatives really do need to make a turn, and because if you continue down that road
on integrity, they need to make a turn on integrity.
If you continue down the road of moral policing, what's going to happen is the pendulum's going to swing so far left that you guys are not going to see another office for the next 30 years because of exactly what's been going on for the last 10. The reason why we're seeing such an insurgence of these young people registering to vote is because of what you said. They're more concerned about socioeconomic issues such as gun control, such as
because they're being shot, not the
right,
people that are in
such
power.
As,
Right.
Their friends, their generation.
Such as trade and tariffs, such as the environment.
They can't afford houses. They're living home with their parents. These things are happening to them.
This generation of kids is forward thinking. They're thinking
Right.
10, 15 years in the future, and we're stuck with our right now. And unfortunately, the door has opened on the Democratic side, where you're seeing the Beto O'Rourke's, where you're seeing the
and they don't even
Randy
want the
Bryce.
old. They don't want the
No,
old Democrats
the old
either.
guard- the
They're
old
like,
guard is
we
being
coming
pushed
in
out.
and y'all getting moved over. They don't want the ours.
You're seeing Randy Bryce's. You're seeing what's her Sonia out of New York. You're seeing
and they're
all
coming
of these,
in and they're taking it.
this new mantle being
Yes.
taken up on the side of the Democrats, but on the side of the Republicans, you still see that older mentality and people trying to be stuck 50 years ago.
Right. So we've got to.
I get what you're
but we
saying.
also
and you
can't
make
get
good
distracted with the Omarosa thing. So let me just throw this out there because I got to throw some little fat on this fire. Now, I know many of us have watched video games or played video games when it's like epic battle. When you see epic battle, this is a time where you get out, you move, you get the coins, and you keep moving. Okay, Omarosa, very dishonest, concerned about herself, trying to sell her book. Trump, very dishonest, trying to get money. These are two people made from the same cloth. I don't care. He's a white male. She's a black woman. When you talk about what goes on the inside of their body, their heart, who they are, and their character,
the same cloth.
the same person. I'm not defending either one of them. While they battling and everything, I'm getting out the back door. I'm trying to make sure we getting stuff going out here politically.
Bold. Yeah, that's
Right.
what needs to be happening.
She's trying to sell her book.
Honey,
she don't care nothing about
let them eat
nobody
their own.
or him.
Let them eat their own.
While
and
they
go
arguing,
vote.
while they're having their epic battle, I'm like, let's let them argue.
Baby. Like,
Thank you.
Because Omarosa is the monster that Trump created.
Thank
you. So
And y'all
I'm
getting
gonna let
caught up
Frankenstein
on
and
her
Dr.
being a
Frankenstein
woman.
handle that over
Right.
there.
Wow.
And this is the whole
Hilarious.
thing. We need
Hilarious.
to really focus on who people are, not what they look like. And that's where I am right
Baby.
now. I don't care about that because they're the same person when it comes to their integrity.
So basically,
and who they are. She's
Omarosa-
trying to sell her book.
So Omarosa, your card has been declined.
Yes,
That-
we don't take take Kanye with you.
It's been officially
Now,
declined.
is that okay?
What do you mean?
That we know she's trying to sell a book?
I would not buy her book or support her.
Because it's just, I mean, the reason I'm asking because
Okay.
you either qualify as personal or business. If she's doing business, then if she wanted to do business in the first place,
I will
then
give-
we would expect what she's doing.
I will.
to be
I
business.
would do this. I will.
Look at that face. She like, hold on. Go ahead, Carmen.
I'm gonna qualify. I have never, ever cared for Omarosa Manigault Newman.
Be careful what you say now.
However,
That woman's fine.
sis has
the devil is beautiful.
receipts.
The devil ain't got horns.
Listen to me. Sis has receipts. She kept everything.
She knew what she was doing.
She taped everything. And I feel like this.
She like the blue dress that had the semen on it.
Here's my
What's her
seminal
name?
problem with this entire situation.
The Bill Clinton woman.
Anytime you have someone who is basically a civilian who was able to record in what should be the most secure space
On her iPhone. On her
space
iPhone.
in this nation, we have a constitutional crisis because there's nobody manning the wheel.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true.
So-
That's true. Wow.
Moving on to entertainment.
And this is why, and I will end with this, and this is why we have to get those people, period, anybody in there that has that type of integrity out, because you're putting the risk of everyone in this
our
country.
national security is at
Right.
risk.
You
We're at
probably-
risk.
You
Right.
probably
They
talking
got
about 80% of them then.
Yeah,
Right, well, let's
this
clear it
is-
out.
They need to
Let's
clean
clear it
house.
out and start.
Let's
Hey, I
clean
ain't got
house.
no problem starting over.
This is
Hey, when the ship is sinking,
It's sinking.
it's
let
a
it
matter
go.
of national security at this point.
It's scary. We should be afraid. We're all worried. I mean, we really need to be more worried about, instead of the Russians, we need to be looking right here at what's being allowed to come in the country and go out. It's very scary.
Good point. So you want to?
Moving into entertainment,
Yep.
Yes.
which is brought to you by Marmonte Records,
Hey.
label produced and owned by Eric Sills of the Stone Soup Recording Studio right here in Maumee, Ohio. So any singers, musicians, or podcasters like us looking to record in a
Or
world-class
TV
studio.
stars like Dr. Sam.
That's right. Please visit www.stonesouprec.com or check them out on Facebook at the Stone Soup Recording Studios and like the page.
So we were saddened to hear about last week's news about the Queen of Soul. I'm sorry, you wouldn't do this right. You wouldn't do this right over there.
That's
the Queen the Queen of Soul's death, Aretha Franklin. So get your song ready because everybody gonna tell what their favorite song is. Okay. So her funeral will be August 31st with a public viewing on August 28th and 29th. I didn't know about that, but
Is it me or do you feel like when she passed, like America's grandma passed?
yes.
Yeah, you know.
I felt like I had an
Riri.
emotional.
That's a
I
very
didn't- I
that's a
didn't
very
feel the
good.
grandma.
I
agree
felt
with
like
that.
there's an
I get it.
emotional
I agree with that.
connection to.
Yes, everyone's stuff. And did you know she worked for Trump at some point? I don't know how.
Lord,
I just said-
I'm not gonna do
I-
You
that.
know,
I'm not.
she's
I'm not
from
doing
home. You know what I mean? This is not.
She
It's
is.
not that it's just Aretha Franklin, but it's also that man. You know, she's in Detroit all the time.
She
you know
her
what I'm saying?
homegirl. Like she would be here. You know, she would be in Oregon at
Right.
Walmart. You know,
With her- right.
and would be around the area all the time because
cooking.
This was her.
That's her.
Because I saw you making some posts, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And you know, I was like, okay, I know she loves Aretha Franklin, but I was
do.
like, let me go to CNN, and that's when I saw it, and I was like, okay, and
Yeah,
hospice was coming in at that time,
Yeah.
and then boom, she was gone.
I wanted to make sure that everybody did tributes after she was gone, but I really, really, really wanted to make sure that she knew how much she was appreciated while
Yes.
she was here.
Right. That's what's
My
most
favorite
important.
was from her. I always played Daydreaming and
Oh,
Rocksteady.
I love those songs. I'm singing that Saturday.
And I know she's got, hundreds of songs.
Yeah.
But those were I always
You know
liked
what
those
song
songs.
was mine? Like in my generation, I remember "A Rose Is Not a Rose." I was like, all the other songs
Oh,
were like my
that's right.
mom's songs, but I remember when I got in high school,
Oh,
that
I
song
can
came
tell
out. I was
you,
like, that's
when
my
I was-
song for
when
my
I was a-
generation.
when I was
forgot
a
about
little
that.
kid,
Yes.
when I was a little kid, "Freeway of Love," remember that?
Yes, yes.
that was
That
the
came
jam.
out in
But I'll tell you,
85.
the song that still gives me goosebumps to this day, and I don't care. As long as I live, I don't
Natural
ever want to
Woman.
hear nobody else sing it. For real, ain't no way. That song will tear you up. I don't care where you. Let me tell you, I will pull my car over on the highway. Okay,
Wow.
All
when
right.
that comes on.
I love. What about
Ain't
you,
no
Sam?
way.
Do you say?
To me, Aretha Franklin was royalty in her pure authenticity. Aretha didn't fake nothing. She was, her voice is natural, her actions were natural, and I think somebody with her status, it's very rare to see somebody that authentic at that level. I mean, we call her the queen of soul, but she queen in so many ways.
Yeah.
And
Regal.
in the world, regal. That's the
She's
word.
regal.
Absolutely.
She's regal, but she's authentic, and you really very rarely see something like that. You see something like that out of people like Lena Horne, and then when they pass, whether you could call them grandma or auntie or my cousin or
right.
sister girl like
Right.
Maya
She the
Angelou,
queen.
that's rare. That's
Yeah.
just rare.
You
don't
wanna know
see
my
that.
favorite interview?
That's intergenerational.
And people loved her. My favorite thing with her, I have to say this, they put it up on Instagram, it was so cute. So they were like, she was sitting there like, okay, when I say the word Adele, what does that mean to you? She was like, strong, soulful,
Oh, I saw that.
And they were like, yeah.
Now Mother would
And then
throw
she said-
shade. Yes, she
said-
would. Mother,
Yeah,
Alicia
yeah,
Keys.
she would do that.
She
look,
said
and she earned it.
entertainer,
Songwriter.
songwriter. They said Taylor Swift, she said
Beautiful gown.
Yeah, I heard about
She
that.
said Nicki Minaj, and she said, "I'll pass."
And I loved her because you know what makes people real is it, you know how some people, they just say nasty things. You just like, I just don't like them. I'm a roast. Some people like that. And there's some people that just always are trying to cause like chaos. She was just so cool and funny with it.
classy and rolled above
you couldn't
it.
even get, it was
Yes.
funny. And it wasn't to the point it was nasty. It was just everybody thinking it, but
Like,
she would just
okay,
kind of say it.
Wow. Now she has like what? How many
Awesome.
children does she have?
She doesn't have a will. That
There's
was the only
four-
thing that
Yeah.
surprised
there's
me.
four
I
children.
did hear that. I
There's-
hope that's not true.
Well, no. And I will say this. What you won't hear is a lot of controversy about her estate.
I hope.
Right.
So.
And I'll tell you why. And this is well known in as far as the Detroit community is well known that she has one child that is disabled and the others take care of that child. They have all taken care of each other throughout the years. So it will be split equally. And that's basically what her wishes were.
Okay.
Yeah, because of Michigan
You won't
law.
see a lot of this. Won't get as messy
Michigan
as
laws.
Prince.
What she talking
Let me
about.
just
This will not get as messy as
clear
Prince.
this up. Just because you don't have a will, that doesn't mean that this is bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to go to the family. The family's
Yeah.
going to.
Right.
So,
It's
so
just you're
Betsy-
protecting it from going to probate. That's
Right.
why you want the will.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the
But
state
the
will
attorney-
take part of it.
She still did have
Right.
still did have an attorney that was working for her that took care of basically all of her needs.
Yeah,
when
she's
she was
always
sick.
seemed
So
like a
all
woman
to
who
all
handled
our
her
listeners,
Let me tell you
however,
something.
you need to
Aretha
get a
got paid.
will
Let me tell you
because
something
you're not
else.
Aretha. You need to get a
Aretha
will
got
taking
paid
care of
in
your
cash.
stuff. Yes.
And I distinctly remember hearing Smokey Robinson tell a story about Motown 25 where she stuck the money in her bra. She got paid in cash. Okay.
Because at
That's
that
how-
time,
that's how Red Fox used to get paid.
Right.
Okay.
When they would,
In
for a lot
cash.
of the black entertainers, when they would show up, they would break up or they would come in and try to crash their shows. Well, they wouldn't get paid to the end, and they say, "Oh, the show crashed. You're not going to get paid." So they would have to demand their money up front, or you could take a chance of not being paid. So
Wow. Now I just got 2 points to make in entertainment, and we can keep on moving if that's okay.
Sure.
Our girl, just to lighten the
Cardi
mood.
B?
No.
Oh.
And who's Cardi?
Cardi B.
Don't
Cardi.
do that.
Oh.
And Little Baby
I'm still
Culture.
trying to
We
figure out
had
who
someone
that
call
is.
into our show several
Shame.
times. Her name is
Sade.
Sade Moore.
Yes, Sade Moore.
Sade Moore.
Yes.
I think it's Sade though. I think.
Sade. Okay.
No, I'm talking about
Our-
not Sade the singer. Yes,
Yeah,
but
Sade
this
Moore.
girl, I think she pronounces her name Sade.
Sadie.
It could
Sade.
be. It could be.
I don't see the
Sade.
IE.
She is in the film Dolomite Is My Name. It's a new film with
Nice.
Eddie Murphy and Wesley Snipes.
Sweet.
For you people who know who Dolomite is.
Sade!
I'm a huge fan of Dolomite. And Sade is stripper number 1.
Awesome.
What the?
She is. That's what she is. But I'm
Hey,
just
Black
saying.
Dynamite, did you come to hear me sing? No, bitch.
Oh,
You know that's where all that stuff came from. Black Dynamite, all that stuff is all because of Dolomite. So that's going to be interesting. The other thing is,
Hey there.
I see your boy. I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but they're saying that the dude, Idris, what's his name?
Idris
Alba.
Elba.
Idris?
Yes,
Idris
Idris
Elba.
Elba.
You black people, your name, you have some very
actually,
nice
that's the English
pronunciation.
name.
names.
Idris.
He's from London,
Yes.
or Britain.
He's English.
All right, my fault.
Say something bad about
I
Idris
heard his
if you
name
want
is
to.
like
Don't play with me.
that's
I
his-
will karate kid
Okay,
you
my
from
fault.
across this
But I
room.
guess he's supposed to be the new James
No,
Bond.
he is
that
not.
true?
No, he is not.
Is that true?
He actually, there were rumors that he was up for the role, and he shut down the rumors yesterday. He is not to be James Bond.
is
I'm not going to lie to you. There was a big backlash or whatever about him being James Bond. He's not necessarily my favorite pick for James Bond. However,
He is
Carmen
smooth
speaks
though.
for herself.
However, no,
Carmen
no,
speaks
I'm
for
going to tell you
herself.
what, though. I'm going to tell you what. He might not have been my first pick, but had they chosen him, I would have went to see it 10 times like it was filmed in Wakanda. I'm not playing with
But
you.
Carmen, we have to be careful with
I will go
with all
see
these roles
anything
changing
that he is
to
in.
black people.
You said, excuse me?
And I'm black.
You said what?
Really?
Okay. Don't you think we have to be careful with going into these different roles that
Why?
we're
Why?
white?
Why is that a thing? Because here's the thing. Everybody in Egypt for the last 50 years has had an English accent for every movie set in ancient Egypt.
Elizabeth didn't have an
No, but I'm just saying.
I was making a
Burton
joke.
did. Hey, Richard Burton did. But you see what I'm saying? So why is it wrong to recast a fictional character
Right.
into a different
Okay, so
ethnicity?
Superman can be black.
Superman is Henry Cavill.
Okay, but I'm saying
I'm saying Superman is
But
Henry
isn't
Cavill.
it the director doing
hey,
that?
hey, look at me. Look at
Not
me.
the actor?
Superman is Henry Cavill, and that's that.
Captain America. You know it's coming, Carmen.
Is Chris Evans.
Okay, no,
And
it's
that's
going to be
that.
Leroy Jenkins. You'll see.
Nobody names anybody
Jenkins.
Leroy
I
anymore.
always thought the James Bond character should have been played by a black man in the first place.
'Cause he's smooth.
Because it's smooth. No, most
Not smooth, he
he's
said smooth.
Yeah, he's super smooth.
Wow.
I just thought outside of really Sean Connery, after him,
Sean.
Now
really,
there is
Yes.
another
you ain't
Irish
really
guy
had
that I
too
think
many
should
of the
be
good.
Bond.
Yeah.
I think Aiden Turner should be Bond.
Well, we'll see. But I'm just letting you know. You heard it here first. It's going a little too far, but okay.
Don't play with
but
me.
lighten things
I'm
up.
telling you, man.
3 against 1.
Hey.
No.
man.
I'll fight you over Idris.
Wow.
I don't think you ever can put enough chips in the batter, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. Okay?
Anybody?
So,
Before we move, Erica, you said you saw Black Klansman.
yes, I did.
Did you see it?
Yes.
It's very
Did
good.
you?
Yes.
Can you tone your eyes down?
I told
Gotta
him
see it.
you
the
see-
previews do
Not
not
do
tell
it
you.
justice.
No.
Did you see Sorry to Bother You?
I did. I loved it.
Well, let me go back to Black
we'll
Klansman.
talk-
I
no,
wanna
we're
ask-
supposed to talk about
We
that.
Wait,
spoke-
let me ask
Haven't
Carmen
seen
something.
either, so-
Carmen, I'm when I went in the movie, I'm going to tell my experience. Tell me yours similar, okay? So I went in there and I was really shocked because when I went in, we were the only black people when I first walked in, and I was like,
You know
I
what?
was like, oh, am I?
thought
oh,
that was me. No,
Yeah,
because, you know, for
I was
real.
like,
It
oh.
was. It was
no,
you and her.
No, because look.
I didn't want anyone judging me because I was like, I'm here
but
because
what's funny is the people that are going to see this movie are not okay.
right.
They're not the people who need to see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're cheering along with us.
Right. And at the end of the movie, I mean, what shocked me the most is I thought I was the only person, like, you're sitting there and you can't move for a second.
Yeah.
And I looked around and there were other people, like white and black people, that you just sat there and it hits you. I cannot take it away from you. You have to see it, but it's such a monumental feeling. That hits you right there at the end.
Let
The fact
That you
that
can't move.
this actually happened.
Right.
Did it hit you like that too, Carmen?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my gosh.
it's something that
it made me
it
cry.
gives. I'm going to tell you the experience is it's Radio Raheem times 10.
Yes.
Is this
It's Radio Raheem times 10.
Yes.
is
It
this
gives
a
you
better effort coming from Spike Lee?
Yeah,
He did a great
it's the
job.
best.
He
Really?
did one of his
This is his best
movies.
movie. I say that without any qualification. Malcolm X, Do the Right Thing. This is his best movie.
Okay.
And its use, Ken,
Wow.
and I went back and I told Darryl, the thing I love about Spike Lee is his use of unknown actors and the way they shine. I mean,
Yes.
he's not some unknown actor. You be like, oh my gosh, this must be somebody he just like. No, these actors in this movie are phenomenal.
With
With Denzel's
one of
son in
them.
that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
and,
the lead.
and John David
Yeah.
is the lead, and Adam Driver is phenomenal.
On
Which
the
one was
scale
Adam
from-
Driver?
The white guy.
If I
The
can,
one that was Jewish?
Yeah.
Okay. That's who I thought did a phenomenal job.
He
on a
was-
scale from 1 to 10,
Okay, ask Carmen first. I said 8.5 to 9.
It's a 9.
Are
It's
you
a
serious?
Solid 9.
Yes.
It's a solid.
9 to 10.
I'm not gonna.
I'm
give it
very hard. If
because
it's
he's
a-
hard on
I'm
movies.
very-
It's a Darryl 9.
Yeah.
It's
Are
a
you
Darryl
serious?
9.
Yes.
It's a Carmen 10. It's a Carmen
Right,
11.
for me, for everybody
It's a
else,
Carmen
Wow.
11.
I was saying that for me,
Okay,
I
but
could watch
it's
it again.
It's a Darryl 9.
I could watch it again.
Okay.
I would
Now-
go with
now-
you and see it again.
Now,
Now
Sorry to
let me
Bother
move
You
over
was
here.
a 7. It was
Okay.
funny. It was weird.
It had everything that you would like in a movie.
Sorry to Bother You was
and
a
it had
7.
hot ladies.
Sorry to Bother You was a 7.
Oh,
Because
And
I
a
know.
9
a 7.
for that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know that nobody. Here's the thing. Sorry to Bother You is so quirky that I know a lot of people won't get it.
she's
that's-
talking about me. She
It
kinda-
went
she
way left.
side
It went
cut
way
me.
left now. You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, and I know that's what I'm saying. And it's quirky enough that I know a lot of people won't get it. So that's why I say it's a 7. I thought it was brilliant.
Now, the main thing that I wanted to ask you is, and I know we got time restraints as we always do, but the
thought
main
it was
thing that I wanted to
constraints.
ask you after you
Constraints.
saw Sorry to Bother You
Mm-hmm.
is it bothered me. Okay,
It did.
sorry to bother you.
Deep
It made
swallow.
me feel very uncomfortable. Okay, because it put me in a light where I analyze myself.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you something.
I know because we have a certain way about us.
Do you think I'm a sellout?
I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
Oh, you were asking Carmen. I'm sorry. Oh, I got confused. Can I take that back?
Look, but here's the why, and here's the why I get where you coming
Clean
from.
up for me, Carmen.
Because you know that we got to operate. Us's got to operate on 2 different levels. We always have to operate in 2 different worlds.
Absolutely.
And it our corporate us, versus everybody. You know what I mean?
Corporate us.
Everybody.
And then
What we say, Ara?
everybody. Okay. But the thing about it is that it pokes fun at it, and it's satirical, and it's smart, but it's very quirky, and it's in your face the way that it exaggerates those things.
Right.
So,
I
I don't know if everybody would get it with that
I'm
one.
happy
I
that
think-
we're getting 2. It's something that I'm forgetting. Another movie that I'm forgetting. But we have those 2 movies that are out the box. It's
And
just
they're
not
smart.
your typical. So, and I haven't seen Black Klansman, and I will see that now that I'm hearing these
You
good
must
things.
see it.
You will-
It's a must see.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So we ready to move into something fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there's some sort of national holiday.
Oh,
that,
that's not what I thought was fun. I thought we were about to do something.
Here's
fun.
another thing that's awesome about the national holiday.
So,
It's a sponsor. We have a sponsor for the national holiday.
really,
Bullshit.
Cool Nerds Unite.
they're actually real.
They are.
They're
I don't
real.
believe either one.
No,
They
no,
are.
no, they're real. Cool Nerds
What
Unite
are
is
they?
real.
Fake podcast.
No, I'm telling
Fake
you.
No,
podcast.
cool.
They
That's real.
and they love the holiday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't. Are they on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm about to look
Cool
them up.
Nerds Unite is,
Okay,
is a
Please
thing.
check out
That's
this very
that is a
interesting
thing.
podcast with very
That's a-
knowledgeable hosts. They've called into the show a while ago, but you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you enjoy fine podcast shows.
Yes.
Now, today's national holiday is
Brought to you by Cool Nerds Unite.
Yep, absolutely.
I feel like since there's the exclamation points, we have to say Cool Nerds Unite.
Yep. Wow. But today's national holiday is, and this is something I take really personal. Stop asking your coworkers what they're having for lunch day. Stop asking your coworkers what they're having for lunch day.
It's such a.
Listen.
But it brings people together.
No, it does not.
does.
It's none of your business.
No.
I support
It
this
brings
holiday.
camaraderie.
Listen.
And it builds people up.
My white coworkers, they come up to me, hey, what you got there? What you got? And it's never when I'm having spaghetti. It's when I'm having, chitlin stew or hog maws.
Oh,
What?
you're not
And then they
supposed
be
to
like,
bring that
boy,
to the
black
office.
people really do.
No, what Carmen just explained, corporate self and us as self. You don't bring us as food to corporate places. No,
Listen,
you're supposed to
Erica,
bring a sandwich.
Your boy cooks
or
fish in
lunch
the
money.
microwave, okay?
No,
Oh,
you know what?
and
You are
broccoli?
fired. You are so
And the broccoli
fired.
too?
You're fired.
That's a good holiday.
That
Your boy,
is-
see?
Yeah, because
No,
you can ask me what I have, but once I tell you, I don't want to talk about it. I already answered your question. Move
Do
on.
You know what?
Sam,
That does
Dr.
turn-
Sam, I have never
That turns
asked
into a
anybody that.
conversation.
I've never asked anybody that.
It
Me
turns
neither.
into what you got there. What's in
You
there?
might ask like, what's that smell? Somebody cooking something? But I don't ask people. I don't care.
Get me all mad and frustrated.
You can ask me, guys.
Hey, when is this
I don't
holiday?
mind.
I want to make sure I celebrate this every year.
What are those? Did you
I
say
like.
they were?
I like.
Did you
when people
say
ask
they
me
were
what I'm
hog
having for
mouth,
lunch.
hog maws,
Hog jaws.
hog jaws?
jaws.
is
I
what
have
you
things
had?
like boiled eggs
And
and
chitlin
tuna
stew.
stuff,
and
so-
chitlin stew,
For
So
you,
you
for
can
you,
ask
Dol-
chitterling stew.
for you Dolomite fans.
And I bring extra for my friends.
He said,
Wow.
My Weight Watchers
eggs and
friends.
tuna.
I like to because I do Weight Watchers, so I like to know what other people are doing
We-
with their
we-
points.
we
I say, how many
literally
points
have-
do you
we
have
literally
left?
have
and
10
things like
minutes.
that. So I really enjoy asking people that.
We literally have 10
You
minutes.
obviously
So-
are a Weight Watchers
Oh,
hater.
man.
So let's get into today's topic, which is: are you settling for a fixer-upper?
Is this like a house we're talking about?
Thinking,
Now, now, what we're going to have to do, we have an audio, so we're gonna play the audio. So we're gonna have to take a little pause.
okay, cool.
So we're gonna pause and we'll be right back.
Hi, Darryl. This is your girl, Dominique. What's up, Full Circle Podcast Show? I would like to give my 2 cents on your topic, are you dating a fixer-upper? I told Darryl that 60% of black men are fixer-uppers. Dating today is terrible. The last guy that I dated was a hotshot driver, but his truck was in the shop. It had really been in the shop, but it was in the shop for 3 months. To make a long story short, I gave him $3,500 to get another used truck. $2,500 of it was a loan, $1,000 of it was to have. The truck worked for about 2 months. I haven't received a penny of my money. He seemed to have potential, so I assisted him with getting on his feet, getting up-to-date clothing. I paid for a vacation, and at the end of the day, he needed more fixing. I gave him 10 months of my time. I have moved on, and I am truly happy and single.
Let's get ready to get into today's topic, which is: are you settling for a fixer-upper? Darryl, what's your take on this?
Well, I was watching this show. Is anybody here watching this show? It's called Love Is.
Is that on OWN?
It's on OWN.
Okay.
And it's okay, but a lot of black people are just acting like it's, it's amazing and all
just
of
say
it.
a lot of
It's
people.
okay.
A lot of people.
And my thing is, why is this together sister dealing with this fixer upper? This dude is a lame. He's a scallywag, and it's like, why would she be with this type of man? So my friend, and we'll play the audio,
Somebody's a hater.
says that 60% of black men are fixer uppers.
I'm gonna need some
Statistical data.
research on the statistics.
But you know what? I had
I
other
need-
friends, and they said, no, Darryl, she's wrong. It's 80%.
Oh wow.
This is insane.
Yeah, I don't.
This is insane.
I don't know that's.
I don't think that's correct.
Well, I don't know that that's accurate. However, I will say this. There are a lot of women who are very focused, who have been forced by circumstance to be very focused, to really, shoot for excellence in their career, to raise children and things like that. So they have it together early. And then there's a lot of guys out there that are still finding themselves who don't have those kinds of responsibilities and have not been made to be as disciplined as as women early on. I know me for myself, I started my career when I was 20 years old in finance. So that allowed me to get a little further than, some of my male peers at the time. But that was also because I was a mom, I was in school, and I was concentrating on building something for my family. So I don't know in terms of the dating aspect of the fixer-upper, but I can see where levels of maturity are different
All right.
at certain points in
Now-
people's lives.
When you're saying it, I understand what you're saying, but it's like I don't date someone for their potential. I date them for what they are.
And see, women,
Because they may not make.
Daryl, you
women-
don't date. I mean, could you just stop with
I'm
your
saying when your boy was
fantasy
out there.
right now? I
No,
mean,
but
he's in a
I
fantasy
hear you.
world.
I
If
hear
you saw me out on the street, you'd be like,
I hear you,
I
and I feel
wouldn't.
like
"You
that's,
go, boy." That's what you would
See,
say.
you know what?
No, I would not.
Here's what.
I'd be like, what you having for lunch?
Here's the what.
You stay out of my plate. You stay out of my plate.
Here's where I see what you're saying, but at the same time, women do give leeway when it comes to a man with potential. The bad part about it is a lot of times when you find someone with potential, if you coddle them, they never live up to that potential.
That's true.
Now,
If you become that
now,
safety net for a man, he may never live up to his potential because he doesn't have to, because he know you got it.
Absolutely, because I
know?
always told you a lot of men we are lazy sometimes, okay?
And it's
we, you know, if
it's
you
dangerous.
dealing with me like that, okay, then I'm gonna stay that way.
And see, so many women feel as if that, you know, they have to make sure that he's good, you know, that to make sure that he's taken care of because that's they become mothers as opposed to partners.
Right.
You know.
Now, getting to this audio that was played.
I don't know about that, Jim. I feel like I'm gonna be real, and God, I love you, Dom. You know, you my ace girl. You know, we sisters. However, baby, I feel like you didn't get a fixer upper. You got God. You need to be moving on to Judge Mathis and suing for that $5,000.
I agree 100%. My motto is when it comes on dating. Remember Rage in Harlem? What's his name? Danny Glover said his name was Easy Money, and he said, "I got one rule: don't give nobody nothing." That's me.
Hello.
I'm upset you owe me $50. You know what I'm saying? I have a cousin that I do not speak to who owes me $30. It's not about the money.
Stop.
It's the principle.
You know what? I'm
Okay.
yet praying for you in that $30. You got to stop being like that for real.
Okay. So that no, that's huge money.
Yeah.
Huge money.
And 10 months is way too short a time for me to trust anybody financially. I'm sorry.
Carmen, this show, Love Is, and it's gonna make a lot of black women mad that's watching that show. She got whipped, penis whipped.
Okay.
Okay, and so she's allowing
Can I
this
tell
dude
you? Okay,
to
so
do
you're
this
gonna
stuff
have to-
because
you're
of
gonna-
good sex.
You're gonna have to use a newer term. She's stigmatized.
Okay, that's okay.
That's
Okay.
a
Who
little
they
newer.
talking
And the one thing that can break that cycle is knowing your own worth.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or STD.
Why you always got to go to the
Just want to let you know.
extreme?
If you
Get
start
up.
catching
Okay,
and scratching
Go
that
away.
one.
well, hey, you can that can happen.
that's what my.
Dr. Sam, what do you hear? What do you think about this situation?
The lady on the call.
You can do both. Yes. Let's hear about
Okay.
it.
First of all, I don't think she got at all.
Oh.
She simply do what most women do. It is in a woman's innate ability to be creative. So they look at men as projects. And that's all she looked at him as a project because he just basically asked her a simple question. Basically, can I borrow money? So the
She could have got her boobs done, though.
Yeah, she could have just said, don't been
boobs
done
with
with it. But she thought, and she said it, she said, I was helping him out. But who told her to do that? Who gave her the law
Good point.
or say, this is your purpose in life is to help this guy? And I think that's just a common trait of a lot of women.
We're
'cause
socialized that way, and it's unfortunate. You know, your mothers are nurturing, and they
Yeah.
tell you take care of home. Way you keep a man is in his, to his
Yeah.
stomach, and you make sure that he have whatever he need. Da da da.
it's misplaced.
Yeah.
Because ultimately
care of
the
my
responsibility, and I'm a firm believer, always had, the women had a power. So it's
I
that
agree.
dude not even close to taking advantage of her, anything. He just approached her with a suggestion, with an idea, with a thought, with a question, and she could have just said no and been going about her way. But like Carmel just said, part of it is women's innate ability to nurture and sometimes it gets misused because it's misplaced. And it's not that it's wrong or nothing; it's just misplaced.
Now, Broham, I really. Do they say Broham anymore?
No, they don't say that
no
either.
idea.
Okay,
Back in
I'm trying to be.
Bruh.
I'm trying to be
I don't
hip.
even know what a broham is.
Yes,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
We'll use it.
thing.
That
That
word
candy?
that you're using, misplaced. I saw this picture on Facebook, and there was this guy, and he was just standing there, and this woman was up under him, like holding him, like this is my
Oh,
diamond.
that was that Suge Knight when he
Okay.
was dancing with that girl
Wait, what?
when he had her head.
I was
that
like,
that? no.
I was like, this looks wrong to me. It
Yeah.
should be the man holding the woman like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And see, go ahead.
Meaning that it just seemed misplaced
Yeah.
to me because it seemed like she was too devoted to this dude.
Well, I think what
and he
women-
gonna break her heart.
Right, but women are also trying to prove a lot of times their worth to that man because you want the man to see like I'm all that. Like I can cook, I can clean, I can give you money.
I can
got
bring home
this
the bacon
body, I
fried
got
up in
all
a
this.
pan
So why would
and
you
never
need to
let you
look
forget
anywhere
that you're a
else?
man.
I'm trying to prove to you that I got it going on. You don't
So
have to look
Angelique
else.
fucked everybody
And
up.
I don't even see anything wrong with that, except the fact it goes
He's
back
got to
again.
appreciate that.
Well,
It's who you giving that to.
There
That's,
it is.
that's what it
Yes,
all boils
Dr.
down
Sam.
to.
Yes.
the other thing is, okay, so what happened?
and not in 10 months.
Look,
You get a little bit at a time, break you off a
This
little at
is-
a time.
This is where the fixer upper piece is. Okay, so that man with the potential, why are we not gravitating towards the guys who actually got it together?
Okay.
Right.
Why
When
are we
I
not
brought this to my
gravitating
friends,
towards
other friends'
I'm
attention.
sorry, I can't.
And what
They said
qualifies
you
as
can't-
him having potential? See, that's what I'm saying. Them
Exactly.
just words.
Right.
Them just
exactly.
words.
Right.
I mean, you could take
I
a
mean-
dude that's sitting in the gutter and you say, you know what? He got potential. Well, of course, he in the gutter. How far down could he go? He can't go
mean-
nowhere but up. So
Right.
what does that mean?
That's valid.
First time,
That's valid.
first time
That's
we
valid.
meet, if you are 35 and up, and I ask you, so what do? And you say, I'm trying to, or I'm about to, or my goal is to. I'll be like, good for you. I'll holler because that's not concrete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's a fair assessment.
That's not concrete.
Right.
We get to this place in our life. We got 401ks.
Right.
We got, you know what I mean?
I just heard somebody say that.
Hello?
This your basement? This your mama basement? Ooh, this nice.
I got
I'm
it
gonna catch you
decorated.
later.
It's
Right.
cool.
I'm
It's
going
cool.
back to my house, my mortgage.
This is
Wow.
cool. This basement is straight.
Now I'm gonna go back to what you were saying about why don't they go to the men that have potential that are doing
That are
something.
doing what they're not potential.
When I
that
told
are
my other friends
concrete.
'Cause they
that
ugly.
one friend said 60% of black men are fixer uppers, and this other friend said 80%, and she said the 20% you can't even get in the same room with them because their head is so big.
No, that's
No.
That's what they were saying.
Well, Daryl, that's you.
and I was agreeing.
I was
like,
gonna say, Daryl,
my
that
head-
is you.
No, because
My
now
head is kinda
they are the
big.
fixer upper, and they
Now,
don't want to be down
Let
with
me
the
tell
fixer
you
upper.
what the
Women.
20% have. It ain't that they head big.
Let's say white
they
women,
got they got more options.
Right.
That's
When
true.
you have options, you gotta. It's its its own universe. They
But
have
see,
options.
but see, this is a thing too that we as black women need to understand. We too have options.
Right.
Y'all got the
But,
option.
but what it is here's the thing. We've closed ourselves off to an entire pool of dating.
That's right.
Out of loyalty
To the black man.
to
That's absolutely
people
correct.
who are fixer-uppers.
Carmen, don't ladies, don't get upset.
I'm getting out
Do
the-
not
That's-
get upset when I say
No,
this.
no. And don't you dare say what I'm thinking about to say because I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Could you
All right.
please say
'Cause I'ma
it just-
prove you wrong.
Just because I'm
Here-
not here next week, could you say it?
Well, it's like this. When you can be the bomb, you can be best looking, educated, all this other kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You get married, have a child, divorced. You
Don't believe that.
You all that, but you
Don't
you
believe your stock
here.
goes down.
No.
Don't
You
believe
have
your stock
another
goes down.
child with
Don't
another
believe-
man.
Don't you dare
now
believe
you
your
got
stock
two
goes down.
children.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Out of with
Nicole
different
Murphy's
fathers.
still on fire, so
No,
that's
no,
a
no.
lie.
I'm gonna tell
That
you.
was a lie. Nicole Murphy's
I'm
still
gonna
on
tell, no,
fire.
it doesn't.
Your
And I'm
stock
gonna tell
fires.
you why.
Brother, am I
With
the
people
more children
like
and-
you, and I'm gonna tell you why that's incorrect
Tracy
in
Edmonds.
a larger
sisters
dating
doing it.
pool. Okay, it's with people like you. That's incorrect in a larger dating
Thank
pool
you.
because when you start getting older and you start opening your mind to dating different kinds of people, their
Yes.
standards are very different. And what they look for in a partner is very different.
Yes.
That's why you'll see.
So if I'm a man and I got it got it together, I'm
That's
gonna get with
you.
a woman that has two children with two different men.
Who cares?
No.
I wouldn't- I wouldn't be
let
with
me-
her.
Let me explain.
I wouldn't be with
Let me
her.
That's a
explain something to you.
possibility.
Let me
I wouldn't be with her.
No, let me explain something to you though. If that woman is an executive, she ain't gonna get with you because she's looking at another guy who doesn't look like you, who has it going on and can provide for those children and will.
If she's
that looks like
an
Eric.
executive,
And will.
That's right.
Okay.
Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about women who arrive
and
dating
it
beneath
can
them.
flip it for men. The same thing.
Dating
I don't
beneath
have to
them.
bring it to women.
I get
I
it.
can say a man.
You can go for a man.
You're a woman
Oh.
that's an executive, and then here's a man
You
who
won't
has
date
two
beneath
different.
you.
She would say,
You
I don't want no
his
guy that got two
Excuse
kids.
me, Darryl. You don't know that person's circumstance. There are many people who, at times when they're younger, will have kids out of wedlock, and it doesn't mean they're bad people. People are people. There are storybooks of how life should be, and then there's real things that happen.
Right.
And there
I
are
agree.
people, then they get married and they go
Having
through
kids
life.
does
Right.
Not immediately make you a fixer-upper.
Thank you.
Thank
Having
you.
kids. Thank
I'm-
you. Eric back here just
Well,
said
we
having
talk-
kids does not make you a fixer-upper. People, and
Not children. I'm talking about from two different
it
relationships.
doesn't
No,
matter.
but here's what
People
That's
live.
two different people ringing the
Darryl,
doorbell.
think-
Darryl,
I
people
think-
have been married twice. People can meet somebody in high school and be in love and then get married and divorced.
We're also-
Having children by two different people does not mean you're a fixer upper.
That's why I'm a conservative.
In terms
No,
of
it
being a
doesn't.
victim.
I think about 20 to 25 years ago, what you saying is exactly right. But in this time in space, it's way more about the woman. And most men, when they find a woman they drink, because it's not that easy to find the woman, it's easy to find a woman. When they find a woman, and if she has kids, it's not a big deal because it goes back to what she said about
Because they
if
got
he can
kids.
put-
So it's a wash, probably.
or
It's
even
not
if
always
they
like
don't,
that.
even if they don't have kids,
Right.
if they can take care of her and the kids, they're going to take that package. Now, 20 years ago, it wasn't like
Right.
that. I would totally agree with you, but society has totally changed and way more focused on my odds of getting me a great woman are more emphasized. And sometimes, if they great, that means they've been living a little bit.
Right.
So instead of being 20, she might be 35 or 40.
Oh, when you
And
get
she
older,
done did
it
some
That's what I'm
things.
talking
Yeah.
about too, because in every age group, your outlook in terms of what your dating pool is. That when I was 20 years old, what I thought I wanted would look totally different than what I think I
I agree
want
100%.
now.
I agree 100%.
But I'm going to tell
But
you.
see, that's where the
Right.
fixer upper piece is very difficult because if you look at a 20-year-old fixer upper, okay, a 20-year-old that don't have pot to piss in, window throw it out of,
He's still got more years to fix it.
exactly. That's a place
or
where
a female
people
that
make
has a
exceptions.
child, because my cousin met a young lady when he was in college.
Right.
She was in college, had a child, and everybody's like, I said, why is that bad? They're both in college. They're both so she has a child.
And
And guess
people
what?
will
He
make
married her,
exceptions.
and they have a child together.
Thank
It
you.
doesn't matter. She was still on the road. The person she had her child with was the person that left her hanging dry. So does that mean she's a bad person? No, she always had the potential. The person
But
didn't see the
then
potential in her.
You want to hear
Then-
you want to hear what changed me from that?
Go ahead.
I used to be just like that. Like I used to for a year wouldn't date women with kids, and it's an honest to God true story. When I was in Nicaragua, I was on a humanitarian thing helping a group, and I seen there's a lot of women over there that got kids, and I don't know where the man is at. And it dawned on me like getting an epiphany, a revelation, whatever you want to hit. It's not the child's fault that they are here. So how can I hold the child accountable to to the woman? I can't hold the child accountable because the child came here through an act. And how I saw that is this is now a part of her, and that's just what it is. And I don't know why I was over there and I seen that. It just opened up for me. And after that really changed the way I looked at it, because I can't hold a child accountable for however the woman brought the child
And
here.
as you move
If I'm
forward in life,
25, if I'm 45, you got two kids, that's fine. I got two kids.
Right.
But I'm saying if I'm 20-ish, these are my prime years. I have got to get
But
prime.
this is what I'm saying
I
to
would
what
probably
I'm
agree
saying
with
to
that.
you is At 20, a fixer-upper is a different concept
Right.
than what it is.
You ain't
when
got
you're in your
nothing. I ain't
30s.
got nothing. We both trying
You're
to get
building.
somewhere.
You're building
car-
together.
if your car working
You're
today,
building
show,
together. You're building together.
Right.
Then when you get to a place where you're like mid-30s,
Where we are right now?
you know,
No.
what happens
No
is
fixer-upper.
your outlook is different
Yes.
about what it is that you will and won't accept
Right.
relationally.
Now we saying the fixer upper in this example is the woman having kids.
Not necessarily
No,
just
we're
just
that.
talking
Not,
about
he
we
brought
talking
that
about
into,
this dude has
Yeah.
no this dude has no car. I'm sorry, he has no
Right.
job.
Right.
In this
That's
series.
different.
He has no job. His car is breaking down. He's living
Is he
with
20
his
though?
he living
because
with
if I'm a
his,
cougar and he's 20,
living with
then
his
that's something I'm upset, right?
I
ex-girlfriend.
mean, that's kind of a
He's
trade-off.
living with his ex-girlfriend. It's like, why
Now,
do you
cougars,
want
for
all
a
this
cougar, that's
drama?
fine.
I was gonna say,
is your
for a
friend a cougar? Because
For a
dude-
cougar
I'm a
and he in
cougar?
his
This
20s.
the woman works for
You might have to work that
she's
out.
a,
Right.
she's
She
a
like,
writer
hey,
on some kind of
work
show.
that out, boo.
She got herself together.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the show. Yeah, I love all that black love and all that, especially now when everything
I
is so
don't-
diverse.
I-
I
I'm-
love it, but I'm like, okay, you're going to make a show about black love and you're going to have a dude that's a lame. I'm telling you.
And there's
I
the
would
black
like-
is a
dude.
lame.
It's a black dude that's lame,
I,
right?
I
Yes.
would.
Yeah, see, I don't like that type of-
I'm. There's a lot of socioeconomic factors. There are also a lot of factors in terms of how people have grown up. Okay. For example, you know, the level of incarceration for black men, and that makes it harder to find employment. The levels of
Yep.
poverty among black women, that makes it harder for them to find options in terms of dating up. Okay. So what you're seeing a convergence. Okay. You're seeing a convergence of the aspect of women finding their way out of poverty. Okay. Black women who find their way out of poverty through education, through job opportunities, through different, resources. And you're seeing men who have been systematically, basically removed from society in certain ways, be it through incarceration or whatever, and targeted, lower paying jobs or, different things that happen that keep them in a specific bracket. And there's a convergence that happens there that allows this phenomenon of the black man fixer-upper to be a thing. And it's unfair because that potential is squandered in youth. That potential is squandered by not having access to education, by not having access to job opportunities, by not being upwardly mobile, by not, being enabled to.
But dear, are these
distracted.
women, are there a lot of women out here that are just accepting these scraps because they want a man?
Well, it's not just about wanting a man. We've been conditioned to be loyal to the black man.
Yes.
The level of black women who date outside their rates is lower than any other culture.
But that's
around.
changing.
Thank God.
It is changing.
It's changing because black mothers are teaching their black daughters that
to
you
that
got
they
options.
do have options.
I taught my
And
daughter
that's-
that you have
that's
options.
the thing.
Look for love for a person
Who
wasn't
they are.
here. You don't have to be loyal
I told
to
my
anyone
kids,
that race.
look at the color first.
No.
If she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
I'm done. Okay, we're done here. Thanks for playing. Okay,
No.
thanks for playing,
And
guys.
I think another thing
But you
is
both
I'm
are
a-
making,
I'm-
everybody's making
Right.
great
But
valid
I saw
points.
a really good thing. I remember I was looking at it saying they were like, the thing is that people, they'll say, oh, I'm done with him, but they'll go choose someone else that
That's
may look
exactly
different, but on
like
the inside
them.
is exactly. So you go out and I'm not saying Dominique will, but I'm giving an example. Go out and choose someone else that maybe won't ask for the truck or that, but maybe this person has something else
He
going
wants
on.
you
but
to
they-
invest in a business
Right.
opportunity
It's
and be
something
selling
else.
Herbalife for the rest of your life.
Do you
she
know
just
that
like
type
trying to
person?
fix up stuff.
It's like saying it's the same thing as saying, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, so now I did Weight Watchers. Now I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do Jenny Craig. Now I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do keto. You keep going around in the same circle, but I'm never
And then get a
really
piece.
doing
Committing.
anything different. Right,
Yeah.
Ladies.
I'm not changing anything. I'm just keep trying the same thing in a different package.
Now,
That's the only thing.
now, on me, it's like this. We're episode 66.
Yeah.
Whenever I have to say, Carmen, could you take care of this for me? Or Erica, could you take care of that for me? It may be $10, it may be $50. That is huge to me, okay? And it pains me that I have to say, could I borrow $15 from you? Could you just imagine how I would feel saying, can I borrow $2,500? That's a lot of
I
money.
would ask you if you could borrow a job. I'm just
Do
not
you know
gonna.
what we
You
would
see how
be?
I'm looking at you?
We would have to. What level we would have to
words.
be?
You know what? I love
See,
you,
she
Darryl.
didn't tell
I
y'all.
would-
She offered it first.
Right.
She
I
didn't
would
put
not be
that.
offering you.
See-
She offered that first.
No,
That's why I
right
felt
now,
like
no.
she didn't offer
You know what
that.
happens? I'm going to tell you,
You know
what
them
happens.
signs people hang up on the side there? I'll be
You
like,
know
I
what
ain't got no
happens?
money on me.
I'm
Just like them little signs. We're
I'm
working
about
for
to give
food.
y'all the scenario. I'm about to give y'all a scenario because I watch a lot of Judge Mathis. It's called dry begging.
Dry begging?
Dry begging.
Begging.
Oh,
Dry
begging.
begging.
I was
I've
like-
heard of that.
Babe, what's got you looking so down? I don't know. It's this bill I can't really pay. You know, my light bill about to come and my check a little short, whatever, what have you. How much you need? You know I got you. Oh, it ain't nothing but like $400. When you gonna get it back to me? Soon as I'm on my feet. On my feet. Let me tell you something. If you got 10 toes, you got some arches, some heels, bruh, you on your feet. You need to get to
Right.
stepping and go find you some money elsewhere.
If we in a relationship for 5 years,
I'm talking about 10 months. 10
Gonna
months
be in
is
a
what she
relationship with you
said.
5 years without no ring. So we ain't
10
mixing
months
up no
is
money.
what she
if we
said.
ain't
10
mixing up no
months?
names, we ain't mixing up no money.
10 months.
You just a friend.
10 months.
Yeah,
Let me
you
tell
gotta
you
give
something
me a
about 10
ring in
months.
5 years.
10 months is...
Too soon.
No.
5
10
years
months is...
is
Hold
too
on now.
long.
Hold on. I got to do the math.
Ain't no math.
10 months is 25 really good meals, 4
Oh,
movies.
she's freaking this down.
Okay.
I thought you were really doing some math.
No, honey.
She doing trigonometry.
25. I'm doing trigonometry.
Trigonometry.
Yeah, that's
Look, it's 25 really good meals. It's 4 movies. It's a foot rub.
and dickmatized daily.
Hello. It is
20
not money.
just
No,
for
no
$2,500.
funds will be exchanged.
I get what she's saying.
No
I get it.
funds.
But I'm saying
No
you
funds
have
will
to
be
share some of that
exchanged.
responsibility as well. I mean, that's
I
No.
give all that responsibility to her.
I'm not giving you no thousands.
I'm giving it all to her
Well,
because
for
she's
the guy,
she's
I'm gonna say this. He
she's
is-
totally in control of that situation.
I
For
agree
the
with
guy, I
Dr.
will
Sam.
say this. Doc must have the bomb diggy because, and that's the old Scott. I had to go back to bomb diggy
Right.
because.
which is straight up with this love is thing. I'm surprised you haven't seen it or at least one episode.
have to check
and I'm
it
not
out.
saying do it.
Man,
I'm just,
no.
You know,
Well, Carmen, we talked about getting older. There are other things that feel just as good as that now. There's like food and Jay Alexander in my
God,
bed.
yeah. It's-
And so
you
I'm
get
like,
older,
you
it's
know,
all-
it's
it's not
like
about
there's
sex.
other things that are
Yeah,
just
it's not
as
about
awesome.
sex.
So it ain't going to be working like that for me. I'm going to be
it's
like,
about how
dude,
things taste.
you don't
It's
even
about how
know
food
what
tastes.
this robe and this glass of wine can do for me.
Wow. But you know what? This has been
funny.
This has
That's
been
hilarious.
a awesome show, but we really gotta get ready to get out of the studio. So I'm gonna. Are we okay? I know we can talk about this for a while.
We're all right. But I just say that you have to decide. Everyone has potential. You got to decide what you want. But about as a fixer-upper, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that term as it comes. And I definitely don't think that 60% of men, black men, are fixer-uppers. I'm going to say all men. Thank you. And moving on.
Wow.
I will say this. I'm in my brother's corner. I appreciate you all and much love to you. However, there will be no coins exchanged.
She like a warm robe and a glass of wine too, y'all.
Let me tell you what. The thing about it is it depends on where you are in your life,
Yes.
whether you're willing to invest in someone's potential or not. But at the place where I am, I don't believe in fixing nothing up but my house.
That's right.
Now I'll let our guests get the last on this, but I'll say, I've told my son, the hardest thing about being a man is acting like a man, is doing things in a manly way, because we're afraid of spiders too. Okay,
Oh, stop it.
But
But you
That,
still got to
Darryl.
kill
That
them.
is so cute.
you know, but
so cute.
But you still got to kill 'em.
But it's not. I'm here to help you, and I want you to help me, and I want you. You know, if I fall
help me
short,
help you.
If I fall short, I would. You know, and I got somebody who got my back like that. I appreciate it, but it's going to do something to me as a man. I can only do so. You know,
When you're
Okay,
in
Darryl, so
that
you're not a
relationship
fixer-upper,
is
in
that
other
that
words.
levels for partners. If you ain't got a partner, that's something different than potential.
Darryl is off the
Being
subject right now,
Being a
Carmen.
partner is different than potential.
no, I can't.
He's trying to give Darryl. We were talking about a fixer-upper. Now you're talking about how you're not a fixer-upper. You're now saying, oh, that's not me. I can't take it. So
No,
the
I'm
question
saying
was,
I would
are you
appreciate
settling for a fixer-upper? Yes or no? Yeah, that's not me talking about like you're talking about how you're not.
I am a man.
You're trying to catfish right now.
I'm a man.
Okay.
I can meet a woman who works at Denny's and marry her and make her my wife because we're going to grow
Daryl,
together.
we're gonna
but
move
a
on,
woman,
Daryl.
Okay, so Dr.
Yeah,
Sam.
Okay,
a woman
so
can't
Dr. Sam,
choose
you're
a
not
dude that works
answering.
at Denny's. He's
Daryl.
got to
So Dr.
provide.
Sam, what were you saying?
Actually, that is true though.
So Dr. Sam, what are you
Ain't
saying?
no woman looking at no man in the back sweeping floors at Denny's. But a woman, she don't have them type of standards to her. If she just fine and we want to get to know her, that's it. So that economic part don't play that with most men to women. That plays that from women to men. But to answer the question about are you settling for a fixer-upper, well, that depends on what do you define as a fixer-upper. I think each individual is wherever
missing.
they want to
Glass
go.
eye.
You could always buy teeth and eye. But I think everybody, wherever you at in life, just make sure that you get the person you want to, need to, and will be with and make them choices. In this scenario where this lady was talking about, she made a big deal out of her own mistake.
Right.
It had nothing to do with the guy. He's just a product of the story. He asked the question. She either said yes or no. The fact that he asked, he felt comfortable enough to do that, either because she led him to believe it was okay, or he was so desperate he had no choice, and she might have been the only hope for him.
Wow.
But I do agree with Darryl. A man got to be a man, because even if a woman give him that kind of money and her economic standard is so far above his, subconsciously it still does something to us, because it's built in our nature to protect, provide, and preserve, and that's hitting in any real man.
Well, I love it. I love it. We can sum up the show in 5 minutes, and this is making me very emotional. So this is great to go right into the same poet apology. You know what I mean?
All right. Let's go.
Okay, weird ass.
I want to apologize to my 7th grade biology teacher, Professor Underwood.
Nobody's called professor in 7th grade.
He
so
was.
you're making
I went
this
to a
up.
very elite school.
No, there's no one called professor.
Now
No
listen.
professor will work in a junior high.
This is the God's honest truth.
No, this
I
is
would.
the guy's
Carmen's
honest
talking
lie.
about me about mispronouncing words. I mispronounced a word in 7th grade. I would mispronounce organism with orgasm.
This is why this is so made up.
Listen, I was a child.
professor in 7th
I didn't know
grade.
what an orgasm was, and he would flip out. I would
my
say
Lord.
orgasm, and he would go organism. I didn't know. I want to apologize to
This is some
Professor
bullshit, Darryl.
Underwood.
I'm not even
It's
going
the
to
truth.
waste my energy on your.
I can't. I promise I
She
can't.
said there's no 7th grade teacher, a professor.
What professor gonna teach it at junior high?
Okay, so for Erica, your fitness minute.
I am really
Erica,
offended
this
right
is
now.
seriously, this has got to be a minute because we got to get out of the studio.
All right.
I am. Ooh, okay.
This has really got to be a minute.
You better back up off me with your
See,
professor.
Eric,
sorry.
you know what?
Now, Giovanna Boudreau, who is a blogger and founder of Fit Thick Girls. This is our sponsor. Thank you, Giovanna. And I've got some pictures of her beautiful baby. So thank you, Giovanna. We appreciate you. So those of you who are looking for encouragement while getting fit and would like to purchase some really cool clothing while working out, please visit Giovanna at www.fitthickgirls, and that's girls with the S.com, as well as all major social media sites. Okay. So today I just want to share something. This actually someone came up to me when I was outside of Bigby, and she wanted to thank me for something, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So one of the things I want to share with the audience today is everyone is at different levels of fitness. So when we're looking at where we are, is not to look at each other or challenge each other positively or compete with each other. Every time you're moving, it's a celebration of what your body can do. Rather than just saying, oh, I'm here just to do this, just to get this workout in, or I'm just here to do this for this reason. Really take time to appreciate what your body can do. Celebrate what you can do, because there are some people that aren't able to move. There's some people that are sick, and honestly, it'll be a one time when many of us aren't going to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. So no matter where you are, no matter what you can do, appreciate that you're getting up, you're able to move, and celebrate what you can do every day.
But just to interrupt you for a sec, Erica, you teach classes.
Yes.
Everybody is not at your level, of course. You may have some that are at 20, 40, 60. How do you adjust to make that person comfortable?
Well, the one thing you are taught, and I do have people that are older and disabled to come to my class. We are taught, okay, because I am a certified instructor, okay? I'm not out of pinball machine, that you are taught as an instructor that you're supposed to teach, not at my level. That's not my workout. When you're teaching a class, it's not my workout. My job then, if I'm teaching at U3, I'm supposed to teach the middle of the class, and it's not my workout. I'm supposed to be training you. So I would never teach a class to my level of my fitness level. I'm teaching to the middle of the class. And if I see someone else that needs that help while the class is going, I'll come over and give that person encouragement. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of fitness instructors forget that. They're doing the workout with the class. That is not my time to work out. You came to a class for me to encourage you, to teach you, to get you excited. This is your workout. And that's what we have to focus on, like I said, in celebrating what your body can do.
That's
Beautiful.
awesome.
Okay.
So what's everybody got going this weekend, Dr. Sam?
Radio show this Sunday on 100.7 FM Cumulus from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we're working on Sambition 2019. It's going to be a huge event that we're planning. So,
are you going to invite us?
Yes.
I hope you'll come back and talk about it.
Yes.
Is there t-shirts? I like that Sambition.
Awesome.
Here's the thing though, bro. You've been on our show several times. You a good guy. I got nothing negative to say about you. I appreciate your knowledge. I appreciate you joining us on the show. You are riding in our Cadillac. Now what I'm asking is, can I ride in yours?
Yeah, you can ride.
You got two
I
Cadillacs.
had you in mind when I was
got
coming.
a
In
Denali.
other words,
A Denali.
you got $5 I can borrow.
See there. Do you guys have anything going on this weekend?
I do, in fact, if you are in the Toledo, Lucas County area, down at the farmer's market, okay? And so if you, we're talking about people that get EBT or SNAP cards. So these are a lot of our lower income and or a lot of people that are elderly. Also, so we'll be giving out extra money. Buckeye Health Plan is sponsoring this, so you get extra $20. They're going to have face painter. I'll be doing the workout down there. They're going to have Ohio State Extension. Will be there showing you how to prepare food. But the biggest thing, the reason why we're doing this is that we want to show people when there's inaccessibility to fresh fruit and produce. We want to let people know that when you have a SNAP benefits or you have an EBT card, you can definitely take those to a farmer's market and use those benefits there.
For fresh food.
Right, for fresh food. Yeah. And also trying to show you how to buy in season, how to cook foods, how to keep them, and the nutrients it gives to your body. And we're giving extra money, making it fun. And so come down. It's going to be from, let me get it right, from 8 to 2 at the farmer's market. You come down there, we'll be down there live jazz. So if you just want to sit in, everybody's for the entire community, but definitely promoting health and wellness and making that connection to our community and recycling those dollars right here for Lucas County.
And after you do that,
because you're busy. This is your
I was
busy
like,
time of year.
come
What you got
see
going
me
on?
Right after that, get
come-
your watermelon, because watermelon's in season. You're like a peen.
come down to the Door Street Live.
Door Street Live, right down
There.
the street.
Yep.
Yes.
So I will be playing at 2 p.m. when you guys
Yes.
are finishing up. So you guys can come see me at Door Street Live on Saturday.
Now, didn't you have because you got.
I've got on the 31st of this month, we will be having an indoor beach party at the distillery. So get on over to the distillery.
But what about the one that that you did last year? It's a
the Pride.
It's like a festival, and is that coming up?
Yeah, that's Door Street Live.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is awesome.
It's gonna be off the hook.
It's really good.
It's gonna be a
so
lot
you come
of fun.
down, get your watermelon, get
You
like
got-
the pain, lower your blood pressure.
Okay, so
grab a seat, come.
you got to come to some of these.
Door Street Live is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
We want to thank everybody for helping us to achieve almost 800 likes
Thank
on
you,
our
guys.
Facebook page and over 200 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So thanks to everybody for sharing our posts with your family and friends. Also, be sure to subscribe to us and review us on iTunes. If you give us a 4.0 or 5.8 star review, or better, we will announce you during the show. We don't have any names today, so I'm going to need y'all to start reviewing. Hey,
Me
hey.
and Carmen are back. Look, I said it. Me and
Please
Carmen.
don't forget to check out our sponsors. And you can always visit us at www.fullcirclepodcastshow.com. And all our info is there, including ordering my CD, Darryl's book.
Or Erica's Workouts.
Or Erica's Workouts. You can also email us at fullcirclepodcastshow@gmail.com for questions, comments, or if you want to be a guest or even a sponsor of an episode. So check us out on Apple Podcast. Spotify, Stitcher. Thank you. And remember, take a stand for something. You have an opinion?
Use it.
Good night, everybody. Crime.
Let's get it together.
Education.
Let's get it together.
Marriage.
Let's get it together.
Politics.
Let's get it together. Full circle.
Poverty.
Let's get it together.
Race.
Let's get it together. Full circle.